Ready, set, hunt.
Good morning, y'all. Happy weekend. It's your girl, Britt Johnson. You guys can follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jackie Ray. You can follow me everywhere at JRay the Fanatic.
We'd like to welcome y'all to the Weekend Zone. We need we need Chris's just a sound effect or something.
Maybe we should just call him and have him do one.
Yeah, we'll just record it. We don't need you on the show anymore. We just need your sound effects, my guy.
Right. Exactly.
But let's get into these honorable mentions because the first one of my baby daddies in the NFL might be out of a job very soon, and that is Jimmy Garoppolo. So we actually talked earlier this week in the Fumble Live about, the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick system, and maybe Jimmy G got a little bit of that system in it because what he's doing with the 49ers is not working out. ESPN actually this week, they said there would be one team that looms as an obvious fit for Garoppolo, of course. The Patriots will have more cap space than the 49ers and don't have a solution under contract for 2021. Cam Newton and Brian Hoyer are both free agents after the season, leaving Jarrett Stidham as the only quarterback under contract. They have publicly suggested that they think Stidham can be their quarterback of the future, but he has thrown for 4 interceptions in 27 career pass attempts. Jackie Ray, you think that Jimmy G is going to make his way back to the Patriots? Because people said they might have seen him play his last game with the 49ers.
So I've always said that Garoppolo was going to end up back in New England because people forget that there was a time when Garoppolo was the backup for Tom Brady and Belichick wanted to move on from Tom Brady to Garoppolo. So this is something that this is something that Belichick has always wanted. I think the caveat will be Bill Belichick. If somehow Bill Belichick decides, I'm too old, I don't want to do this anymore, then you can say this rumor is not going to happen. But if Belichick is still coaching, this is going to happen. This is something that he's wanted to see from day one. So this isn't an if. This is a for sure thing as long as Belichick is still with the Patriots.
Yeah, because literally, like they said in the article, they have free space for everybody because Cam is only on that 1-year contract and Brian Hoyer is going to be a free agent too. So this is, if the path to where he needs to go isn't fully written out for him, I don't know what it is. This is perfect. Yeah. I agree with you.
Yep.
The next one is just going to be a funny one because I always got to throw something funny into honorable mention. So, old back that we all kind of knew and loved. Jackie probably knew him a little bit better because he played for the Denver Broncos for a minute, and that is Tim. Well, one of his former teammates told this hilarious story about him not wanting to say a cuss word when it involved the name of a play. Take a look at this clip. It's so funny.
This is my one T-Boker story. We had a play. It was a why oh shit screen where, the tight end actually fakes like he fell down on a running play, hops up, runs back over, throw it back to the tight end, and it's usually wide open. And he comes in, he was backup quarterback, so he'd run, 1 or 2 plays each week. And he comes in and, he's got the script there and everything. And he starts reading it. He goes through the whole formation and gets to the last play. Is why, all right, screen, you guys know what it is. And we're like, no, Tim, what is it? And he goes, I'm not going to say it. I don't know what the play is then. You got to be able to say it. So, I think we ended up getting yelled at for that because we were taking forever in the huddle, but it was I don't know what the why you guys know what it is screen is. I don't know what it is. So I found that.
This is hilarious because if we didn't think that he was just a saint before, he wouldn't even say shit.
Exactly. Tim Tebow is an interesting fellow. I'm not surprised at this at all. I have family, obviously, that was in Denver when he was playing. They met him several times. My family is uber Christian. He's uber Christian. But even my mom was he's uber Christian. He thinks about everything he says before he says it. My mom doesn't cuss in either, but she was just really, she really admired that he like was very methodical in what he like, especially she said when they started laughing is when he would really, you could tell he was inside of his head because he didn't want to say anything that could possibly mean anything to anybody. I was like, oh, I just don't want to live like that. That's too much.
Right. And I don't really cuss like that, but I don't mind saying like shit or damn sometimes. Like, you know, like he didn't even want to say shit. Like, and he didn't even want to be like, you know, like the why, oh crap. What? He didn't even want to say crap instead. Like, you know,
it's so funny. Why
like,
sugar honey iced tea play.
Is my guy still a virgin?
I thought he was engaged for a while. Well, he did say he was going to be a virgin until he got married. So.
Well, and I think that's why his fiance left him, though. I remember watching a story and she left him because he wasn't like, you know, giving it up.
You don't. The last thing you want to do is commit. You don't want to commit, and you don't know if it's going to be like that.
We will ever say that an NFL player was left by a girl because he didn't want to give it up. That is the first and last time you will ever hear us say that.
Only time.
You
have to worry about him giving it up to everybody. Tim Tebow wouldn't even give it up to one person.
Not even his fiance.
Right.
But that is it for honorable mentions. I don't know how Tim Tebow can transition into athlete trash talk, but that's what we gonna do.
Right. This one is trash. That's a good one, Britt. See, we should have probably put Tim Tebow first because there was clearly some cussing going on between Lattimore and Evans. I can promise you guys that because, as you know, the day before my birthday, my Saints shut down everything and won 38 to what was it, like 3 or something like that. Anyway,
38-3.
It's 38-3. Yeah. So, Evans was covered by our cornerback, Marshawn Lattimore, for most of the game, and he got shut down. He only had 4 receptions for 64 yards. The matchup was hilarious. And then, of course, my boy Marshawn Lattimore decided to retweet something from Mike Clay. It's this tweet that says, you know, including the last 3 lines against Marshawn Lattimore, including tonight, 2 targets, 0 reception, 2 targets, 0 reception, 2 targets, 0 receptions.
Oh, no.
And of course, Marshawn claps back with better luck next year. And then our best wide receiver decided to chime in on the action as well. And he said, nobody put fear in us. You know what I really wanted to see, though? I really wanted to see the coach clap back Bruce and say, but he was open all night. I just wanted Bruce Arians to say, like, he was open all night, though. Tom just didn't get him there. Because that's what he said in the post-game interview. So I just wanted him to clap back and be like, don't put this on Mike. This is all Tom Brady's fault.
Bruce needs to get his Twitter game up so he could be in that comment section. That's what I would need him to do next week. He needs to join in on these post-games.
Yeah, don't just clap in the post-game interview. Clap in the Twitter, too, because that's where we'll talk about it. This next one I found completely interesting because you guys know how phenomenal and just fun to watch the Ravens were last year. Their offense was amazing, has not been doing as well this season. And Lamar Jackson says there's a specific reason for that. I'm going to let you guys hear what he said is the reason. I think you might find it a little surprising. I did.
Just from the eye test, it looks like things aren't coming as easy for you this year. Is that a safe way to look at it? That things aren't?
I feel you know, it's a lot of with schemes. You know, we're going against defenses. They calling out our plays, stuff like that. Like they know what we're doing. So a lot of that, you know, sometimes, you know, stuff won't go our way if they beat us to.
So he's basically saying the defense already knows what he's doing. Like, how can he get ahead of that? And then he asked him, he's like, well, if they know what you're doing, like, what are you guys doing to correct that? And he goes, I don't know. We go into the locker room and we talk about it. That is a direct trash talk at his coaches because he's basically saying they know what we're doing. And the coach is just like, like, so this is a problem in a lot of ways. The Ravens are 6-2. They're 2 games behind the undefeated Steelers. But if the defense already knows what they're doing, they need to step up and get it together. So coaches, I hope y'all saw that podcast. But that was a direct trash talk at the coaches for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, because the AFC North is real difficult this season. So you got to be clearly perfect in order to come out of that division. But I mean, I don't disagree with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
We need a new playbook.
But I just wouldn't.
New playbook, my guy.
Could you imagine though being the quarterback and you're sitting there and you called out a play and then everybody says, "Oh, they're about to do exactly this." Like you only have so many audibles in your arsenal anyway, so at some point they're gonna know what those are too. It's ridiculous. I feel bad for them, but they needed to get it together like really quick.
Well, we are gonna get into
the athlete clapbacks.
Comment clapbacks.
Yes.
Jackie, you want to do the honor and read the first one since you're the queen of the
Yeah, they're staying with it. They're doing pretty good. So let's check out this first one. Okay, I don't know why the fumble isn't even on here. It's not sports news. It's all just rumors and gossip. This was the one. I forget what this one was about. This one was one of these trade talks things that we were talking about. We always tell you that the rumor is. We never say this is actually happening. Yeah. So I don't know. Is this a title reader thing
Everybody's
again?
talking about NBA rumors now. If you turn on ESPN, Stephen A. Smith and everybody else is like, the rumor is that Russell Westbrook is going to the Clippers and yada, yada. Like, we don't just, at least we ain't making up the rumors. We're just spreading them.
Right.
ESPN and Fox make up the rumor. Just spreading them.
They do. They say unknown sources. We never say that. Yeah. We never say that. All right, let's take a look at this next one. Britt, you read this one.
All right. Fake news. Why y'all believe what the fumble says? LOL. I will always believe the fumble. Okay, I like Jaden. And then Roman says, same reason why you watching the fumble, just to see you complain.
I had to put this one in there because I love that we got two people supported us. We didn't even have to. We don't have to say nothing on this one. I love it.
Thank you guys. That's a good clapback when you can say less because yo actual fans come for the other people. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
We
appreciate y'all. Hey. A YouTube channel called The Fumble should not be clowning anyone about their social media posts. Because we do clown people about their social media posts all the time, but it's not the fumble as in we messed up. It's the fumble as in the football fumble. Do y'all not get the reference?
Like y'all messed up. That's why we get to talk about y'all. Like nobody would ever say a fumble and talk about themselves. We're talking about other people.
Right. Yeah. So good try. Good try. This last one is really good, Britt. I think you're gonna love this.
Y'all, you are all getting that Britt hairline.
So this came when I wore my then you and Devin talk about all the time. You got the five head. I usually and now that I'm wearing my hair back, apparently all of us. So I know you put me in the forehead group, but apparently according to this, I'm officially welcome into
Five heads unite. Get over here.
Get
over here.
Yes. I'm in the five-head club.
Here. All of this.
And it's shining too. That's crazy. It's like bling, bling, bling.
You shine bright like a diamond. It's not oil, guys. It's what did we say it was?
It's highlighter. Is that what we said it was?
It's highlighter. Yes, we're highlighting our five heads. I hate y'all. Before we get out of here, let's get into these games of the week. First of all, Jackie, because of her birthday, killed it in her games of the last week. She got everything she wanted. Let's see if that happens this week. My game of the week is actually going to be the Seahawks and the Rams game. Seahawks are 6-2. Rams are 5-3. Obviously, they're both in the NFC West. That division I said at the beginning of the year was going to be great. It has been doing really well, and it's really competitive this season. So I'm excited to see this matchup between these two teams. Aaron going against Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off of that a little bit, and I'm going to go Cardinals and Bills, just because Cardinals are obviously in the same division with the Seahawks in the NFC West, and they are, a game behind the Seahawks. So if the Seahawks lose and they beat the Bills, then that's going to be interesting to see how all of that plays out. But the Bills do lead the AFC East by 2 games. So I don't know. This is going to be fun. Josh Allen, we know his grandmother passed away last week and he played amazing. So, he might still be carrying that momentum, probably doing it for grandma. So they might be really hard to beat. But it's going to be fun to see how these two play out, because then this NFC West is going to be an interesting matchup if Seahawks lose and the Cardinals win. So yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I think that's the show.
That's the ding bell. That's the ding bell.
That's the show. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow me. Follow Jackie. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
With our shiny forehead.